mattress.
Right. And I remember going over to Eric's house. Eric had terrible mattresses.
Oh my gosh.
They were awful.
Well, look at him today.
We're not going to talk about that. No, I was like, good Lord, dude. I mean, the sofa's better than your mattress.
Yeah, that's not good.
Welcome back to the Healthy Sleep Podcast. We're your hosts, John and David. We're brothers, owners and operators here at MattressGrove, a third generation mattress manufacturer we've been making mattresses for 55 years.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. And this podcast is all about living a healthier life through sleep. And the episodes are all about where we share our experiences, a few science-backed facts, and, day-to-day tips that can help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up truly refreshed.
For over 55 years.
For over 55 years.
That's crazy,
wild.
right? Well, yeah, we've been making our family. We're the same family. The Grove family.
Yeah.
Crazy Groves. No, I hadn't either.
I've been around mattresses all my life.
Yes, we have. But we haven't been making them.
But I've only got 55 years.
You've only got 55 years.
Yeah, you got a few more than me.
Ooh. I do have a few more. I got more experience. Hey, y'all want me to make your mattress. Now, actually, you guys don't want us to make your mattresses. We have people in the back that make the mattresses. Yes. They are the best.
They are.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I mean, our average tenure back there is 17 years.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Right? Is that what it is now?
It is. A little over that now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, they know how to make a mattress.
They do.
They make a mattress a lot better than me.
Absolutely.
They make one better than you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. That's important. But let's welcome back, man.
Yeah.
How you doing? You good?
I'm good.
Yeah?
I'm good.
Did you get 100?
No, I didn't get 100. No, I'm dragging a little bit. Not too bad though.
100 on your sleep score. I hadn't had 100 since last time we talked about it.
See, you're overachiever.
You
overachieved
I did one time. I had 85 and 88 last night. So that's not bad. I mean, again, when you have a good mattress and you practice, sleep hygiene. I'm not perfect by any means, but when you practice, you definitely. If I get below 80, then I'm upset. I gotta have at least a B.
Yeah, I got lazy this week and forgot all about all my sleep hygiene habits and trying this and trying that, and I just said, forget it. I'm just going to roll with it, and that's not good.
Yeah, well,
that's not good. I had my phone out. I was doing all kinds of other stuff.
You got a lot going on.
Running around, staying up late, moving children. Moving children.
Moving children. Yep, you're empty nester now. Yeah, empty nester. That's going to affect sleep, and it will eventually be in a good way. But
right. Yep.
I'm sure there's some empty nesters out here that can relate.
It gets quiet.
Too quiet.
Quick.
Sometimes too quiet.
Yep.
When you're used to that white noise.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
Well, anyway, so let's dive into it. I mean, today we want to talk about, kind of the secret to helping your child learn and grow and sleep better.
Yep.
Again, we're in that mode of children going back to school. In our last episode, we talked about trying to help us all understand that we need to get ready for that and don't wait till the last minute. Don't procrastinate. Yeah. But today we want to dive a little bit more deep into it about, what it means and, how important sleep is to children.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it really is. It's so important that your child gets a great night's sleep. We all know, every parent has had the experience of, you kept your child up too long and then they throw a fit or they act out in certain ways, and it's because they didn't get a good night's sleep or they stayed up too late. So once they do get a good night's sleep, man, it's amazing. Their attitude is so great. They do so much better. Yeah, and they seem healthier, stay healthier.
They definitely are. And we talk a lot about the different things that happens during sleep that maybe we weren't even aware of when we were growing up because it just wasn't, the awareness wasn't out there. But today we understand. I mean, we know because experts tell us about how that how the brain acts and what it does, because the brain is very active during sleep. The different sleep cycles, whether it's REM or deep sleep or light sleep, all those cycles are so important every night. And you know, and we can dive into it about, you know, kids, but I mean, we've talked about it a little bit before, but they're just sponges.
Yep.
But they're not going to be nearly as sponge-matic and as sponge. Right. They're not going to be as spongy and taking all this in if their brain's not cleaning and rejuvenating the body. Correct. And that's just the brain, you know, just the memory part. You have all those other things that, you know, you were mentioning too.
Physical aspects, you name it. Yeah, I mean, all I remember was Mom wanted us to go to bed. I thought because she wanted a little bit of peace.
Yeah, exactly.
She just wanted to go to bed, but it was actually good for us. You know, try to set up a routine, try to get us in bed, to get us some good night's sleep. She knew we needed longer sleep.
Yep.
I didn't.
But we had a damn good mattress. We had good mattresses. Really That's one thing about it. So I mean, when we went to sleep, we slept well, and you know we were lucky because we did. And I don't know. I can't speak for our parents. I would hope that they would have got us good mattresses, whether we were in the mattress business or not. That's right. But yeah, we were lucky in that way, and I think that really helped us. I mean, you know. At least, I know it did. You know, I mean, you know, I know my children. You know, they have good mattresses, but you know, they go through the stages. I mean, we're not perfect, and I mean, we got the growth spurts. You know, the growth plates are forming, and I mean, there's a lot going on in a child. And one thing that I'll mention that you and I talk about, and we go in the stores, and we talk to people, and anytime that somebody's shopping for a children's mattress, not all the time, but most of the time, you know, you ask, you know, what kind of budget do you have, or what are you thinking about? And they're like, oh, my kid can sleep on anything. Yeah. And that just, I mean, I get cold chills thinking, because that's one of the worst things that you could probably think in your brain. You'd be better off to take care of your kids because they don't know what we know as parents. So, you know, it goes back. We talk about, you know, the healthy sleep community. They need a great mattress. And if they buy the cheapest mattress or one of those things that they roll up and squish and mash in a box, that's going to be the most expensive mattress. Yeah. Well, if we buy an expensive mattress for our children, not only are we going to have to replace it more, but we're also going to be setting our children up for not being as successful in life. Whether that could be sports or just in a spelling bee.
Yeah, and you're telling your children that a mattress is not important to your sleep.
Yes.
Too. I mean, at that point, you're just saying, look, just get the cheapest thing you can get, and you know, you're not getting the proper support. You're not getting good comfort. You know, there's things that you're not getting as a child that, like you said, that you need. But as an adult later on in life, you're going to reflect back to that experience if you were involved in it. Or, you know, I remember the first mattress that I got. I was excited. I was so pumped up. I was like, this is awesome. And, you know, was it that special? I thought it was.
It was new and it was exciting. Sure, it was.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I was healthy. I was a healthy kid.
You were a healthy kid. I
didn't get sick often and things like that. So I think I slept good too.
Yeah. Well, I guarantee. You definitely did. And you know, again, you know, that we were fortunate. And I know other people aren't, and that's why we're talking about it today, because we want to make sure if you're going to skimp, you may want to skimp on your own mattress rather than your children's.
Right. And I remember going over to Eric's house. Eric had terrible mattresses.
Oh, my gosh.
They were awful.
Well, look at him today.
We're not going to talk about that. But no,
Eric's not watching.
That's right. No, I mean, I was like, good Lord, dude. I mean, the sofa's better than your mattress.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I was like, man, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, well, that's why I had to go to the mountains and go to school.
No, exactly. Oh my gosh, but no, I mean, it was. I couldn't understand. I guess it was just kind of one of those things where I took it for granted that we did have good mattresses. Yeah. But I do remember going and spending the night at people's houses.
Yeah, it was horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little rough. Bring my own pillow. Bring my own daggum. I wish I had a hammock back then. I'd take my hammock.
I'd stay on the floor. Sleeping bag's better than that.
That's right. Yep, that's true.
Reminds me of that Airbnb I stayed at this weekend. Good Lord. I think it would have been better. It would have been better for me to just sleep on the floor. I did take my sleep bag. I almost moved to the floor, but you know, anyway. I tried. I fought it. Yeah, I fought it. We'll talk about that another time too.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of kids get hand-me-down mattresses.
Right.
Too, and so they grow up in that mode too, where they're just going to take hand-me-downs, and it's like, you know, mattresses are they really are important to your health.
Yes, they are.
And you know, I don't know how to explain it unless you just go and you actually get to lay down on a good quality mattress for a little while and relax.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
And then you'll see how important it is to you and your child.
Yep.
And so, you know, again, it's just that experience you have to experience. You know, you have to try it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely. And people tell me all the time, you know, that again, their mattress, and we're talking about parents, but you know, their mattress or adults, their mattress, it deteriorates over time, so you really don't know it as much until you go and experience it. So to your point, you need to experience it, and it's for our children too. You know, people, you know, ask, you know, how long, you know, we should keep the children's mattress, you know, and I mean, again, those aren't simple questions to answer, but you know, if the mattress isn't supporting you know, can't support you when you lay on it, it's probably not giving good support for your child is number one. There's a few other things, you know, we can kind of go through, but you know, I did want to just kind of touch on, because I mean, anybody that's had teenagers that are, you know, or going through, you know, that tough middle age, you know, the middle teens and middle school and all that is you know, our emotions are off the chart, whether it doesn't matter male or female, doesn't matter, but the emotions are crazy. And you know, I noticed that when my children got better night's sleep, that their emotions weren't quite as high and low. They still had them because we still got them, because we got the hormones. The hormones are flying. But I noticed that, you know, when they got better sleep, you know, and we had good mattresses, but still, you know, the process of making sure that, you know, they get to sleep. Now, yeah, like when you and I grew up, it was a lot easier because, I don't say easier, it was different because we didn't have the devices. You know, we didn't have devices that you laid in bed. You know, heck, if we want to talk to somebody, but you couldn't do that in the bed. That was on your screen, your TV screen, your big old, little old,
big
heavy,
big box.
We did have Pong, but I mean, if we wanted to communicate with somebody, we had to pick up a dang telephone that had a cord on it and was connected to the wall. And then I had to share it with you.
That's right. Well, I had to talk to my girlfriend.
I know. I was like, dang. And then you'd go out there, or mom or somebody, I'd be talking to my girlfriend, and all bloop. Somebody pull out the dang cord.
I would never.
I was mad. God, I was mad. She thought I hung up on her. Tori got mad as hell. She was like, good Lord.
I know.
She was like, what are you doing? I was like, David, unplug the dang phone.
I'm not going to say I did or didn't, but
that was awful.
That was a terrible thing to do.
But I mean, the fact of the matter is, we had one phone. We had a hall, went straight down. My room was over here. Mom and Dad's was over here, and David's was right next to mine. And there was a little nightstand end table at the end of that hall. I had our phone on the nightstand there, and it had a long cord.
About a 20-foot cord.
Yeah, about 20 foot, so we could take it in our room. But when it was time to go to bed, when it was 9 o'clock, 8:30, that cord, the phone was gone. It was gone. Gone. You can't. I know. So, I mean, you know, what are you going to do? You read, you sit in your room. I mean, you got to go in your room. I mean, you know, so.
Mama was mean.
No, she was mean.
She didn't like us talking to the girls.
No, heck no. No.
Not one
She don't like that today.
No, she don't like it today either. That's for sure.
I'm glad she doesn't watch this podcast.
I know. So it was different back then.
It was.
A little bit, you know. I mean,
it was easier. That's
sleep was still important. Really important.
It was.
You know, setting the guidelines and taking care of your child, and you know, like you said, to the restorative piece of the brain, the body, everything gets that restorative sleep, and your day, the next day is so much better. It starts better, and it goes better, and it will end better. So every time for the parent, hey, that's just for you parents.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do it. You know, buy your child a great mattress just for you. Be
just
selfish.
For you.
Be selfish.
It is. There's a lot of things that we should do selfishly. But that's a great point. You know, and you know, I know, you know, again, from experience and also talking to experts, but, you know, just from recent experiences, if Finn doesn't get, you know, adequate sleep, he doesn't tell you he's tired.
No.
He is just a bear, just crankiness.
I've seen it.
I know, everybody has. Not a whole lot, but when he gets that way.
He's not bad. He is really good.
But when it comes to, you know, that and then, but the next day when you get good sleep, go to bed, get good sleep, and it's great. So, you know, kids can't tell you they're tired. They're not going to tell you they're tired. They're going to say they're just going to become bears. They're going to be hard to deal with, emotional to deal with.
I don't do a good job telling you I'm tired. Mm-mm. You do. You good.
Yeah, I said, you're
tired. You need to go. You need to go home.
You need to go in there. If you go in the showroom,
go to the showroom.
Go do some drooling.
That's right.
Yeah, but it you know, and I think again as parents we need to realize when our kids are that way, they could be hungry, but a lot of times it's because they're tired, because they're on their phone or they're not going to bed at the right time and they're not getting up and they don't have the structure, and that's our job. It's like it is to bring up the mattress part.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, again, we talk about Terry Crawley, but she does a great job of explaining that, you know, if parents don't prioritize sleep, and we don't show them what sleep is supposed to be, then how are they going to prioritize or care about sleep as they get older, and then as they go through their high school years and then college? You know, it's a fact. And so that's something that obviously we can do as parents.
Yep, for sure.
Get a great mattress and prioritize sleep.
And I mean, it doesn't have to be the most expensive mattress out there, but it does need to be something that you're willing to look into and make sure it is a good quality mattress. And again, that's why we put ourselves out there. Call us, the John and David line, 336-280-0077. We're here to help answer questions, ask certain questions that you may not be thinking about. And so, you know, we just want to be here to help you. Help you make a better decision. And, you know, if it's not one of our products, no problem. We still want to just help.
Yeah, that's our purpose. Our purpose is helping people get a better night's sleep. It's, you know, we just happen to have mattresses. We just happen to have the best supportive and comfortable mattresses available. And if more people knew about it, then you know we probably wouldn't even be able to make them all.
Right.
But that's just what we're here to do, and we're here to give information so that if you want to go get that a foam mattress that we don't have, we can direct you and help you with that.
Man, we didn't even touch on the immune system. I mean, you know, when you're sleeping and what all happens to your body, you know, your temperature raises or lowers, and your body controls everything to make sure that you clean that system out. And, man, I mean, you know, we don't want to be sick. I mean, you're at school with all these kids and everything else, germs, you name it, flu, all those things. Yeah. And, you know, fortunately, I never dealt with the flu. Yeah. I never had to deal with it when I was growing up. And I've got a real good immune system, and I owe it to my sleep. I really do. I think, I mean, it's the only thing I can answer that says, hey, look, my immune system's great. Yeah. Well, sleep matters. I mean, it definitely does. It matters a ton. And, you know, it's proven, you know, again, we do the research and then we share it. But, I mean, you know, it's proven that you get good rest and all your antibodies get stronger and everything that you know through that deep sleep. Right. And you know, another thing is, you know, kids today, they don't just go to school. They go and play sports afterwards. You know, once they get to a certain age. So I mean, you know, again, there's a lot of activity, a lot of brain power, and then physical activity, and so wears the body down.
Wears it down. You know, and you know, some of the parents may say, well, you know, how do I know, or what do I do, or how do I know my children, or I need a new mattress? You know, and that's a good question.
That is a good question.
I mean, I would start by, you know, like I said, I mentioned, you know, I'd lay on the mattress. If it goes down and doesn't give you good support, that might be one good way to tell. Another good way is just like if they're whether they're active, really active or not. I mean, if they have, you know, sore shoulders or neck or back or knees or hips or legs. I mean, if they're continually having these things, I mean, it's probably potentially their mattress, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, you know, again, it's one of those things that you can set the tone. You know, we talk about every 8 years is the cycle that you need to reevaluate your sleep. So if your child's mattress is older than 8 years, you know, hey, look, let's start now. Yeah. Today may be the best day to start with a new mattress. Yeah. And then they would pick it up in 8 years. You know, I mean, if they're 20, if they're, you know, 12 years old,
Yep.
I mean, they'll be the one that buys the next one.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. That's right. Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, in our case, I don't know about that. We get asked. We get asked again.
That's right.
But some other things. That's a great thing. A great way to look at it. And again, our physical bodies change so much, in those years. So that's another thing to look at. I mean, if your child has grown tall and they have a twin mattress, and their feet are 6 inches from the end or they're off the end, you can't sleep good with your feet hanging off the end of it.
No, you got a knee and a foot on the floor over here.
Yeah,
your head's up here.
Right. So that's one way to look at it. Because even if you don't have room in your bedroom or in their bedroom, or maybe they share a bedroom with a sibling, you can still get a twin extra long.
Correct.
Or go to a full extra long. That's the thing. You guys can get 80 inches long on even any standard size twin, full, or that, which 80 inches is a queen size length.
Correct.
So you can get that. So there's different ways to look at it, but the fact of the matter is just make sure that they're getting great support, and it is also comfortable. And that's one thing that we really, really focus on at Mattress Grove. The Simply Lux product is amazing because it's not only very, very supportive, for all weights. I don't care if you're 400 pounds or you're 40 pounds.
Right.
Great support, but then also it's very conforming, depending on which, again, we have a lot of different feels to the conforming top. But
Correct.
Get your child involved. Get them involved. Let them, help pick it out. Be part of it. Have them call John and David line.
They'll sleep
We'd love to
better.
talk to them.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we love to. We love to talk to anybody. We learn stuff from everybody.
And then we do, no doubt.
I think if we can just say a couple of things, just think about how the mattress is just not a place to sleep. It's not just a kid's spot to sleep. It's somewhere where they are, building their immune system every night while they're sleeping, as long as they're getting that proper sleep.
Yeah. It's almost as important as like the education that they get, whether school or from, social or whatever, everything they're absorbing during the day. We talk about that. We talk about getting tutors. We do everything we can to help them with their education and all that. But then, sleep, that next part, we talk about the third.
Right.
But really, kids are 50-50. They really need more sleep.
So they're half their life.
About half.
Yeah.
Right. So you take half that day, and they're going to be sleeping half that day. That half of the day is just as important as the other half. Mm-hmm. It's just it's like they're not active, but they're even more active because they're processing. Their brain's processing everything they learn that day. Their body is trying to heal itself, and then it's also cleansing itself through the immune system and everything else. So, all those things are happening while they're sleeping. So that part is so important.
Yep.
And it's just as important as everything that you taught them or they learned that day.
Yeah, so that's right. And we
it's
just need to prioritize
Yep.
it. And if we can, if you prioritize it, then it'll be important to them.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, and mattresses in general are not exciting. We've talked about that some. Now, pretty dang excited me because you get a new mattress and you get to have some fun. Yep. But anyway, kids are a little different. But they get to have fun. Again, and a lot of children too. That's where they study, and we know that you should have a little desk over here. But so they spend a lot of time in their mattress. I know my kids did. Well, and we had a desk. But they still like to spend time in their mattress. Make it more exciting. Let's make it more exciting when we go purchase a mattress. This is going to be awesome. You're going to get a better night's sleep. Yep. You're going to feel better. Kids will go, whatever. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But
Mom,
I know. And I know a lot of parents are, if they're able to, when they go from their crib, the crib drops down into a little mattress, and then when they actually get to the big person mattress is when they start to get excited.
Yep.
And so now you get a big person mattress,
big boy bed. Yeah.
But if you're if you're waiting a little later, and now how do you bring that excitement in? And like you said, it could be that we're getting a longer mattress or something like that, but I want you to pick it out here, come check these out and lay on them and make sure you like it and stuff like that. I mean, they'd love to give their opinion, too.
Absolutely. They like to bounce on mattresses.
absolutely.
I know they do.
Yep. Yeah, we've had a few in here.
That's
We've had
right.
a
They
few
like
in
to
here.
bounce on mattresses. Yeah, they
Man.
like to run on them and bounce on them. And
look like Mary Mattress running around. Just boom,
I know
boom,
it.
boom,
Yep,
boom.
that's right. Yes,
Yes.
it does. Oh, Meredith, the mattress. Yeah. Oh, Meredith's over there behind the camera.
Yeah, I see her over there.
You see her over
Yep,
there? She's making sure everybody's doing right. Yep.
Yeah,
She'll put the cut on us.
We'll have to put that over here. Put a little picture over here. Of Mary
There you
Mattress
go.
running
That's right.
around.
Vaughn can do
We'll
that.
find it.
Vaughn's over here. We got this big, huge studio here, man. We got a Vaughn. We got Meredith.
Yep.
We got it all. But anyway, no, it's all good. But yeah, just let's help our kids.
Let's take
It's
care of them.
it's
Yep.
our responsibility.
Yep,
And if there's
absolutely.
anything we can do, obviously, we appreciate you guys watching our Healthy Sleep podcast, and appreciate the Healthy Sleep community because
Yep.
I mean, 100% we're here to help. And as we always mention, you can call us on the John and David line at 336-280-0077, and we're here to answer questions.
Yep.
We don't sell anything. We'll give information. If you decide to buy something, that's up to you. But definitely we need to take responsibility for our kids and give them the best opportunity to be successful.
Yep.
For sure. But and if you want to look at our products, you can go to MattressGrove.com. You can find a lot of answers to questions there. But feel free anytime to call us. As we always say, we prioritize sleep. So if you're calling after 10 o'clock Eastern time, so if you're in California, you're in Colorado, and you're calling us late at night, we might not answer right then, but I promise you, as soon as we get up in the morning, we'll call you, and then you'll be asleep.
We'll wait. We'll wait till appropriate
That's right.
time. We will try. Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
But we'll call you right back because we just want to help. But you guys can find us on all the different social media networks. Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook. And we're always posting content there to try to help. Yeah, we just want to help people get a better night's sleep. That's our purpose. For sure.
Bring some fun to sleep.
Bring some fun to sleep.
And
sleep,
health.
Yeah, and whatever else you do in the mattress. That's
Good
right.
stuff.
Health, sleep, and a little bit of exercise.
Oh, he said exercise.
We're talking about some exercise.
Oh,
now.
Lordy.
But anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. We appreciate it. Until next time.
Get better sleep.
Get better sleep. Let's go.